So, here we go. Just check my other screens here. What do we got? Okay. Rate's good. That's good. That's good. All those things are good. No viewers yet. Maybe we'll wait for a bit. We can start here. Let me get in my back in my truck. We're carrying on, continuing on here.
Keep rifle and then turn left.
Here we go. So we got the and I didn't even stop nicely the other time. I just stopped, right? And then turn right. I may get into the middle of the lane here. Yeah. This is a Jeep on the end, or a Jeep in the front. So, does not turn on a dime. So, I'll go up like that. Well, that's not bad. The back end was okay, but... Hey, Ari's Dragon, how are you? Oh, you the one. Had a good evening talking to my former publisher. We're sort of we're pulling out here, buddy. We were a co-op sort of publishing, well, we still are, but I'm not activated anymore. He got 2 of my books out there, and he's got his book out now with a Guernica Press, which his second book, so it means he's getting bags of money. And he also had his book got optioned.
Keep right and then exit right.
For a TV series, possibly. So that's a few $1,000s.
Exit right.
And he's still working. He works for External Affairs as some kind of diplomatic job. I'll just say it was a good conversation, but I would have expected him to pick up the tab for my 2 beers. It's I'm retired, and I don't have a book. He's doing much better than I am. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. I mean, I could afford 2 beer, which is funny. Yeah, former publisher. Like it's a co-op. He published my first 2 books, so normally we just do 1 book. Normally we just do the first book, but my second one was sort of a sequel. And I could not get an agent willing to shop a sequel around, so... Nobody wanted part 2 of 2, so... He published the second one, but now I've got 5 other books that I need to... that I've written. Draft versions, various stages of editing, and any one of them could be polished up, sent to an agent and or publisher. I just have to decide which one, so... part of my one of my many chores. He did suggest that I write. The first two were northern, small town, north cop with a bit of magic thrown in, evil spirits, stuff like this, and I enjoyed that. His suggestion was that I write a third book, not necessarily the same characters, so it's not a sequel, but do another book up north, small town, pick new characters. But he said I should really lose the magic. and just do like a fiction book. I said, well, that's not a book I'd want to buy then. Sorry. Or write. So, because I enjoyed putting the fantasy part in, so. Yeah, decisions. I've got a plan. I got to spend a couple of weeks on each book. Each of the 5. Work at them, tune them up, and see if there's potential in the book. And then, I guess we're not reading. Ooh, those are 3 speed wipers. So go through all 5 books and see if I have one that has potential. And I also have an idea for another one I want to write in November, another book. So we'll see. And I think I mentioned I do 1,000-word flash fiction every week, so. And driving and going to my local for beer and babysitting my grandson, so. And weeding the garden my girlfriend planted. Busy, busy, busy. 17th I head down to Toronto for another week, so I won't be driving then, but my understanding is Washington comes out the 11th, so I will be hardcore Washington on the 11th. What's the 11th? 6, 7, 8, 9. That Tuesday? Shift, you bugger. 7, 8, 9. Yes, it's Tuesday, I think. Why is my soccer ball pink? I'm pretty sure I did not pick a pink soccer ball. Something's happened. Everything else looks okay, but the soccer ball is pink. That's freaking weird. Not that there's anything wrong with pink, it's just I hadn't planned on it, so. Exactly, that's my point. He's not a, and that was one of the problems I had. I think I was the only. We had a few authors at the time. I think I was the only author that had any fantasy. My other stories are sci-fi fantasy. You know, one of them involves a portal back to the 12th century that this woman goes through and lives there and comes back. Another dystopian one about chips in the back of the head to try to help for your medical information, but they also end up tracking you and then affecting your emotions and stuff. Another one is about characters who are Grimm's fairy tale characters in the modern world. Another one's about a woman who gets trapped in the cloud through her phone, experimental iPhone type thing, into the iCloud, and she dies in an accident and gets trapped up there. What's another one? Another one's the game. I think another one is sort of like a oh yeah, another one is sort of like the last Starfighter or whatever. Young kid who goes to boot camp or whatever, and discovers that some people actually are selected. Some of the kids are selected to be in this exclusive training program where they will pilot fighters against the alien invasion. So, all fun stories. Hey, base. You sound like an author. Aries, you should read my flash fiction. There's about 150 stories up on my site. So those read those to keep you until I actually finish another book. Base 4. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in here. Now that I just noticed it, and now that pink soccer ball is going to drive me crazy now. I'll blame it on Mel. Mel's daughter sent it to her. She has a family back home. She just is estranged from them because she is. Shift, you bugger. Oh, that's right. I probably should change time now, because boring. Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like a planet. It's weird. It glows. I'm gonna do this. Set the time to 5 a.m. and see what that looks like. That's what that looks like. Okay, and back to driving. Song of Fire and Ice series. Hasn't he finished? Yeah. But I thought, oh, wait a minute. No, the TV series is finished. Yes, because I remember reading how pissed off everybody was with the lame ending. Oh well. And then some articles written for writers suggesting, so this is how you avoid this. Because it's not always about you, you're writing for an audience. Yeah, books, so...
Keep right, and then turn...
I stopped partway into this TV series and books, so did the TV series stay true to the books? Lame is the wrong word. Well, lame is a restrained word from what I read. But yeah, did the series follow the books? Go straight on. I will, my dear. Even if it's an orange light. Look at, why don't we just put that post right at the edge of the road there? So, would I be better if I really wanted to get, if I had the time, excuse me, burp, if I had the time and the inclination, would I be better to get into the TV series or get into the books? I seem to remember my problem with the books was just that he kept killing people off. But I suppose I get used to that. I tried to reread Lord of the Rings, and I found it very slow and tedious, 20 years later. My only concern is I know he's very prolific writer, / verbose. My concern is the books will be too much depth. Although Although you can, I suppose you can just.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I will do that. Let me check our audio here. You got that. Put that back there. Okay. Yeah, my concern would just be that there's too much detail in the books, but I guess you can just skim a page. My problem with Lord of the Rings when I reread the Lord of the Rings was like, oh my god, another freaking poem? Ooh, gas stop would have been nice, but what am I doing? I've got gas for 420 miles and I have to go 649, so. But I'm bound to hit, one along the road here. You'd think, eh? Here, I guess. Oh, another one on the wrong side of the road. Here, one on the right side of the road. Interesting. There and there. There was one here. We just didn't like it. We're just too picky. It was just too, yeah, too wrong side. And I was surprised by it, so it's not my fault. Does he have, yeah, he does have a style, similar style to Tolkien. Does he also have, get ready to turn left? I will.
Turn left.
Does George also have, no, George doesn't have, long passages of elfin poetry. So he's got that for going for him.
Go straight on.
We'll go straight on. Thank you, my dear. No poetry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, people were concerned. I remember in the first few books, he kept killing people off. Perhaps he was making the point that they were violent times. People died. Yes, take your problems head on. Well, yes, and as we learned from Buckaroo Banzai, remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Ooh, we're speeding here. And I'm trying to remember to go wide in these corners. I got that long trailer there. So what have we got? 13 hours at 3 hour, 14 hours, say, at 3 minutes an hour is, well, maybe an hour. Ooh, I missed that sign.
Go straight on.
I'll go straight on. Thank you. Hopefully add a Australian voice. I've got Australian, my Google Home Assistant. You can pick the voice. And I've picked a woman, and it's the Sydney Harbour voice. So it's a woman, and she's Australian, and it's, I just think it's entertaining, because I like the accent. It's just cool to hear. As, you know, tell my Google, what's the weather? And she reads, somebody from Sydney reads my weather to me. So, but we got anything new here? We've got Deutsch, English, 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 English. Yeah, see, some of these are annoying. The Doug Raspy is, and the old granny's annoying. French, Turkey, nope, nothing new. I got some trucks I want to try too, but yeah. Well, Granny doesn't sound like a granny. She sounds like a caricature of a. Yeah. Yeah. This one's okay. Somebody did a mod that uses the actual voice from Google Maps also, but it's buggy. It stops after the first few turns. So yeah, you're right. She sounds like a an annoying Southern Belle. I've got a. I want to try it after when I can actually. Browser. I think it's yeah, it's this. This. Peterbilt. By Outlaw, I believe. Outlaw Mods. And it's oh, got your game in 1.35 working. Good, good. What did you have to do? Got this Mac 2, which crashes the game. So say the Konami code to it, it gives you a secret. Remove 50%. Oh, I don't know what the Konami code is. Let's try this here. Maybe we can just do it here. Hey Google, the Konami code. No. Nothing. Try it on my phone. There we go, just put the running lights on. Ah, it's an old cheat code. Okay. I wish the game would say what engine you had. You know, it says you've got. Yeah. Eaton, it gives you the engine torque and the horsepower, but it doesn't tell you what kind of engine you have. That's giving you whether you've got a. Well, I guess they assume that you're gonna have the stock ones, but what if you added a Cat or a Cummins or a Mack engine or something? Oh, and my peers, I need gas. I'm gonna try the emergency. Oh, one of those things. Up, up, down, down. Left, right, BA. Let's try that then. If this crashes my game, I'll just go away and I won't come back. So, hey Google, up, up. Sorry. Hey Google, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Oh, something happened, but it was the, I set it on my phone here, but my kitchen speaker answered, and it's too faint for me to hear, but it did something. She babbled on about something. So, I'll try that after. And yes, I'm out of gas. I can go 597. I gotta go 597. I got enough gas to go 308. So I theoretically will make it there. But you know, we're gonna test. Supposedly, there's emergency refueling, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm going to. I haven't tried it, so don't tell me. Spoiler alert! Don't spoil it. So I'm gonna go to. I'll see if I make it all the way to here, to the first gas station, and see what happens. My assumption is I get to call for gas as somebody delivers it and charges me double the price or whatever, and I've got $5 million in the bank, so I don't really care. We'll find out. Oh, the bloody harvesters. Much work in the desert, buddy? Loser. Yes, Amazon sends gas now. Yeah, with their little drones. I have Amazon Prime. I bought Amazon Prime before Christmas. This year? Last year? I don't know. The years just blend together. Anyways, I bought Amazon Prime and before Christmas, and then I discovered that it gave me, well, first it gives me a free subscription. So anybody who wants to subscribe and support somebody's Twitch channel, do that. It also lets you, it saves your, it gives you a Twitch Prime sort of thing so that you can save your videos longer on Twitch. And it gives you movies to look at on Twitch video. A good selection of series movies. And plus, excuse me, a lot of, you know, next day deliveries free. So I'm pretty keen on Amazon Prime, but it probably doesn't really like to actually deliver gasoline to you. But I can see it happening eventually. Whoa! Jet plane just flew overhead. Now I got 5 million because I had. Do I have a driver? Maybe I have a driver. No. I think I got 5 mil because I had. I had a mod. I had to start over again because my profile got screwed up a while ago. Exactly. Let's all pull it and pass. This is what happened. See the way that guy brake checked? See the way I didn't let him pull out? Because when people pull out, they first of all, when somebody pulls out, the guy behind them always brake checks. And secondly, when somebody pulls out and passes, they often pull in and slow down for a while and then go fast. Yep. Oh, cool. Always glad to subscribe and help. So I try to remember to use mine every month. I think I've used it already. I get my son to use it, to subscribe to mine. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I get some on Twitch.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left. I will. Get ready to run out of gas. I'll do that too. And now she'll say,
Turn left.
turn left, and this guy here is probably going to crowd the intersection and all this shit. He is, see? He started pulling out. We're good. We cut off that car. That car got, I'm sure, panicked. There's all these trucks doing this little dance here, and he's like, holy shit. It's okay, man. It's okay. Headphone mic or motor arm mic? As you can tell, I bought a headphone mic because my concern was I was watching people with mounted arm mics. First of all, you've got this mounted arm mic in front of you that you have to look around. And if you turn your head like this, it fades. So you have to sort of make an effort to always talk into the mic. And the quality on a headphone mic, this has a little tiny boom mic on it. The quality seems to be good enough for me. You know, I'm not recording one of my books on it yet. Well, Aries, I mean, it's, why don't you stream part-time? Oh, what do you mean? You mean you want to stream full-time as a job? As a career? Yeah, but being look. Yeah, but being look. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah, but being look, Aries. How are we doing for gas here? Ooh, yeah, we're not gonna make it. That's good. Oh, being locked off your old account. I forgot about that. You got locked out of your old Twitch account. Yeah, I think somebody can fix that, really. But to do, well, I mean, I think you know, if you want to do full time, you have to be accessible, meaning you have to, well, that's interesting. Look at the light above. Don't you dare turn right. That's interesting. That's different. So you have to be on, you have to have a schedule, a regular schedule, so people can follow you. And I guess you have to have regular types of games. Maybe you, like me, I mean, I only stream SCS, like ATS, ETS, because, well, that's what I like to play. Oh, well, so maybe just give up on their automated yeah, give up on their assume that they will never resolve the issue and just move on. You know, no matter where you will go, there you are. So move on and try it. I lack the interest or discipline to have regularly scheduled. Just too much other stuff comes up in my day. Too many sparkly things. But yeah, I could. I mean, I'd have to be scheduled regularly. Could try it for a month, I guess, except I've got busy writing. But I could try it for a month, maybe do it. You do every night from like 7 to 10. Or 8 to 11 or something. I've played Spore, yes. My grandson was playing it and I played Spore too, and it's fun. But I do SCS, you know, ETS, ATS, and a long time ago I did some mud spinner, spin tires colon mud runner. Yes, I did spin tires mud runner, and that was fun. Ages ago. And that was fun too in multi-person because you sort of shared, you know, I'll drive the support truck, you do the, you know, scout vehicle, you do the logging. It was kind of fun. Keep meaning to get back to it. But that, I mean, that, if you're going to do, I mean, if you're going to do multiplayer on that, it's important to get regulars so you get some other people know when you're going to be there. I did multiplayer on ETS and ATS for a while, and I was in a virtual truck group, but I don't know, I got tired of it. I could do that too for a few weeks. I organized my own, you know, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock sort of thing. No, it's a, see, it's a soccer ball. It's a purple soccer ball. And I'll have to, next time I check in at a repair place, I'll have to check why the hell. Now I wonder if that's what happens when you run out of gas. And I wonder if I'm getting close. Was there a gas station here? I'm pretty sure there wasn't anything here. I'm pretty sure because we picked this obscure freaking route. There's nothing. No. So we have to get to here to get gas. So maybe that's... I know, and I haven't been in for a while, and I was watching one of the mods, Speedy Trucker or somebody, who was just going through reports and banning people, and the discussion in his stream, like on the side there, the chat, was that it's gotten really bad lately. It was better for a while, but... And, I mean, I'm streaming, I'm taping, so if somebody's a moron, well... You know, he crashes me, wrecks my vehicle, whatever. Well, I just F7 and get it repaired, or do a /fix or whatever, but if you're in a convoy with other people, well, now you got repaired, and now you're in Berlin, and they're not in Berlin, so we have to catch up. And I have to make the trouble of doing a clip of this idiot running me off the road, submit the clip, and then he gets banned for 2 days, and he probably doesn't even care. You know, they need to have banned for a month or something. If there's something you've done that obviously you're an idiot, no, you're banned for a month from this game.
Ready to turn left.
But I can't them, you know, have a zero tolerance policy. I can't see them doing that.
Turn left.
Okay, we good? You're good there. All is good. There's sort of safety in numbers if you're a multiplayer in a convoy. If you're 8 people or 12 people in the convoy, sometimes the morons will leave you alone, but if you're on your own, they'll just ram into you. Now maybe if your tag in it is I'm live, you know, streaming, but you never know. They might say, oh, good, he's streaming, I'm gonna crash him, then everybody's gonna see in his stream that I'm an idiot. Yeah, so plus there's no traffic. It's boring in multiplayer. Look at that, you're out of fuel. I'm out of fuel. Can I coast to the gas station? Probably not. Okay, so what do we do? Oh, let's just stop. Okay, so. Okay, now what do I do? Ah, view services and adjustments. This is new. Total service. Emergency refueling. With no talk about how much. 15 gallons. Provide you with 15 gallons of diesel. It'll cost $300. It takes 30 minutes. Oh yeah, like who cares? Good. So am I fueled up? I guess that's the other thing. Favorite decoration of my truck is a full fuel tank. Emergency refueling. Did I do the wrong thing? Yes. Well, isn't that special? Oh, I'm on a hill. So, I'm not convinced that I got 30 gallons the first time. I got 30 gallons this time, and I can go 200 miles now, but I think I got ripped off. I wasn't looking at the money. I heard the ka-ching ka-ching. You know, I got $5 million, so it's kind of hard to tell. Unless somebody was taking count, I wasn't. Oh, okay. I gotta see what my auto mod said again. Favorite decoration for my truck is Mel, my buddy Melissa. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, because what my auto mod said. My auto mod, you said. Oh, that should be there. Allow. Some little shite. Yeah, I mean the mods the mods are not. I mean they're volunteers. Some of them were just recently matured from being little morons. So, and with many volunteers, I guess they get sort of on a power trip. So that's too bad. I used to drive with this group. They were okay. They were a lot of fun. But on the other hand, every time somebody got close to somebody else, we had to make all sorts of jokes about greasing up your backside so we can get in. And one of them liked his beer, and he belched loudly and didn't see why he should mute. So I don't know. No, there's not enough, because this guy I was watching, a Speedy Trucker or whatever, he was looking at the number of come on, downshift, you bugger. He was looking at you know, the number of reports he had. When he was churning through reports, like he was still chatting with people, but he's trying to go through reports. It takes a while, and he said how many minutes or whatever, how long it takes him for each report, and then, oh look, there's another 54. So. Like I said, I think you just need the option that you can ban somebody for 1 day or 2 days is ridiculous, really. You should have zero tolerance. You're talking about banning somebody for deliberately breaking the rules of the game and trying to ruin other people's enjoyment. That should be serious. Your minimum ban should be 5 days. So a lot of them just get kicked. You know, somebody's sitting there in the middle of the road and they know that they should. They know that they, you know, or they're blocking traffic and they're just sitting there blocking traffic. F7. I'll look at F7. You sit there more than 10 seconds or whatever, and I'm going to kick you. And give you an automatic 1-day ban or something with being. Why didn't I not get a hey, turn right here? I know they think, yeah, I hear you. So you have to make it clear to them. You know, these are people who grew up without consequences, and you still don't give them consequences. Or maybe you're somebody that grew up yourself with no consequences in your life, so. Don't know. Hey, Crusher. I'm just ranting. We're just ranting here about multiplayer. I've been watching, saying I was watching some of the admin streamers. Way too many people getting kicked. With all that happens is they get kicked for sitting in the middle of an intersection or something, or doing all sorts of stuff. Just kicked, no consequence. And the idea of a 1-day ban for someone who is deliberately breaking the rules and ruining other people's game, minimal should be 5-day ban. And then maybe you wouldn't need, what'd you say, 1,000 players for one mod? What the hell was that flew up in the air? See that? So if you start to get serious, you gotta get serious and really gave people effective bans for several days. The minimum was 5 days. Changing your IP? Well, I thought they banned, oh maybe, I thought they banned you based on your ID in stream or something. And the only, yeah, maybe it was flying in the air though. It looked like a piece of something that flying in the air base. So maybe, yeah, maybe if you had, I don't know what you do for bans. No, and I've got people banned, but like I was saying, I got somebody banned for 2 days, but oh yeah, I'm getting gas, aren't I? That was the whole point of this. Well, this is interesting. There's a lot of gas places here. Maybe I'll go like this. Shit, this is not going to be an easy, this is not going to be an easy thing to do. Where I have to go. Let me think here. Oh, okay. I see what I do. Well, I mean, if it was an official MP, then they would hire. They're going to have their own people doing it, but they're still going to have enough people to make the bans effective. Oh, that's... oops. Possibly hit something. Ooh, I didn't notice all these posts here. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I guess. I guess we're good. We'll see how this works. Drop my trailer, yeah. I should have done that. I should have just been the jerk who drops his trailer in the middle. Because I did the other day. No, I did it on the sidewalk. It wasn't that bad. There. So I think the so I tried the we're good. It's a stupid truck stop. So I tried the Amazon. I know, it's a 45 ton scraper, and the problem is there's a Jeep. Okay, behind the fifth wheel, and then a Jeep, and then the trailer. And I've discovered which is unrealistic, really, because you've got three wheels at the back end, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really axles at the front. But by Base 4, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you very much for viewing. If you're a follower, thanks for following. And catch you next time. You got me thinking about regularly streaming Aries. I was reluctant to stream early, or commit to evenings, because my girlfriend calls, but she's often she has problems with vertigo and migraines and all sorts of stuff from a concussion 6 or 7 years ago. So, oh, there we go, a cattle gate. I assume we all know how those work. So, you know, I'll call her and she's be in bed or in the dark with drugs. So. I still could drive every night from like 8 to 11.
Turn left.
Get up early in the morning and write. If I want to go to my local, well, I gotta have an early supper before I go, and then, you know, leave at 7:30. That's okay. Their happy hour finishes at 7, so. Okay. Yeah, so. Really knocks her back, you know. And it was from falling into at night, walking in the rain on a dark downtown street and a poorly marked construction site. And she fell in and landed on the left side of her head, and, you know, concussion, deafness in one ear, balance problems, you know, vertigo, migraines, triggered by complex charts and visual things, so she can't work for Revenue Canada anymore. What are you guys doing here? What are we... Ooh, we're all moving over like that. Okay. And she pretty only needs 12 hours a day. I know. She got an insurance settlement, but not a lot, because the company pushed her to settle out of court, because if she'd gone to court, she would have had to go through all sorts of testimony and stress of court dates, and because of her problem, she wouldn't be able to do that. So they probably knew that. Yeah, let's just tell her. We can go to court if you want. No, I'm too spaced out. Oh, sucks to be you. So how about this cash settlement? So she did okay. Plus she'd had a lot of concussions as a kid from horse riding and all sorts of shit. Working on a farm, getting kicked in the head by milking cows, stuff like that. So they probably factored that in too. So she did okay, but she's not rich. And she's retired though. She can work on her poetry. So okay, so are we going to pass here, or what are we going to do? We got somebody in their little camper van behind a tractor. There we go. That was rude. I never get migraines, and I can't imagine how I would deal with it. I had vertigo a few weeks ago, just this positional, rolled over in bed and the room started spinning, and it's a known problem that you can go to physio and stuff, and they do some exercises and it goes away by itself in a few weeks anyways. That really set me back. Just being just slightly dizzy off and on all day really slowed me down. So I can't imagine living with it daily. Well, I can, sort of. Yeah, tension headaches. Yeah. I don't really get headaches. I just get various aches and pains. And I'm out of beer. Huh. What do you think of that? Well, not completely out of it. Oh, no beer in that can. That can is empty. It's Ace Hill Lager from brewed in Ontario, wherever the hell Ace Hill is. You know, water, barley, malt, hops, yeast, one of these simple things. 5%. Toronto. It's good. So, I'll get another one. I went to the, well, I'll tell you when I get back. Don't go away. Okay, we're back. I had a selection of beers in my fridge. And I just reached in, I grabbed another Ace Hill. I thought I had 3 from that company, I think. There's so many craft. There's so many local beers, craft beers. It's like, you know, craft beer is the new wine, but more so. And so many good craft beers. But I go to the liquor store and they got all sorts of stuff, and you go to a different city, there'll be a slightly different variety. Here's one here. Probably could have made it to this one. Look at this one. Oh, look at this one. It's very nice. Well, except for that sign. You'd have to cut across the grass there. But yeah, you can pull in and pull out.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, I thought she'd gone away. Get ready to turn right. So this is another, it's a Pilsner, it says, and I don't really know. All I know if it says it's dark or red ones. I don't like red ones. Or 7%. But other than that, I end up, when I go to the liquor store, I end up just grabbing a selection of things that look nice. And I go back the next week and I can't remember what I got that I liked. Could write it down, I suppose, but that seems like too much work, so I just get another selection. Thank you. We're back again. I'm glad you guys hung around. Thank you for hanging around. Maybe I wonder what would happen if I did like from 8 to 11 every night. Now, would I do ETS or ATS? I guess it depends. I guess I just alternate depending on my mood. Because sometimes, if you look at Twitch Strike, it's a website. If you look at Twitch Strike, it'll tell you. Whoa, that's interesting. It'll tell you what game you should be playing. What it does is it looks at the number of people online streaming a particular game, and then the number of people who are. Now, how does it do it? Watching that game, and tells you what the ratio is. You know. So if there's a lot of people streaming, not a lot of people watching, then you should probably stream that, because is that the way it works? I forget how it works. They have a ratio anyways. I'm not convinced it's that effective, because I think a lot of streaming is just you get on there, and if you got followers and they see it up and you're doing the sort of stuff they like to follow, well, they'll watch. So in this case, I think I have people who will watch if I'm in ATS or Brazil, ETS or wherever. I have pro mods to explore some more. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try pro mods tomorrow night. Back in ETS. And of course, once ATS pops out with 1.35 and Washington, well, that's where I'm going to be for, you know, several days anyways. What's an airplane? crashing into a mountain. Okay. Oh, nice for him. So, I tried out the emergency fuel, and I discovered that the emergency fuel, well, I tried it, and I'm pretty sure the first time I tried it, there was nothing. But, I don't know, it's good now. Like, who cares? Got $5 million, right? But, oh, excuse me, it's a help. And 30 gallons usually gets you a fair bit. And I got, you know, well, under 300, and that gives me 2,000 miles, so 30 gallons might give you another 200 miles. That's good. So I want, okay.
And then turn left.
So I want to try that new truck once I get there.
Turn left.
Maybe I'll chart it up because I think he has a nice multi-axle one. Ooh, what was that? Yosemite National Park, feel if you required commercial trucking through Yosemite is prohibited. Okay, good. I ran out of coffee filters a few days ago, and my coffee is picky. I'm picky about my coffee I buy. There's a local chain of coffee houses that have their own roastery, and so I buy their dark roast, and they have maybe 3 different brands available, so I cycle through them. I buy dark roast. I get it ground for a paper cone because I use me like a pound or whatever it is, 600, maybe 600 grams, more than a pound. I use that in a week, anyways. And I use a paper cone. I got this thing called this Clever Filter, which is a plastic holder for a paper cone with a valve in the bottom, basically, that opens when you set it over a cup. It pushes this little thing up. So what you can do is you pour the water in. You can let it sit for a few minutes. Then you put it on the cup and it flows through. So I put it on my mug, which is a 16-ounce mug. That's my coffee. So that's my routine. And I ran out of paper cones. So I spent too long, like a couple of days, using one of these brass wire, you know, there were these brass screen type cones. You get sludge in your coffee, so. Oh, I should be up here actually, because we're going through the park, Yosemite. So are we going to see, I don't think I've been here through here before. Am I going to see a geyser? I'm the geyser. Are we going to see a geyser? Up here in Yosemite? Kind of like this engine. I think this is the Cummins. What is it? It says it. I think it said it was a. Let's look. It's a 825 blah 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 at 1500. So let's see what we have. 825 at 1500. Yeah, probably that one. Cummins supercharged. Has a nice sound. 4 a.m. It's yeah, it's 11 p.m. here, so yep. You can't seem to sleep while you're having a coffee, for God's sake. Is this because you used to be a long distance trucker and you've completely... Do we have to pay? No, we just say, hi, coming through your park. No, I'm not going to turn around and go back. Screw you, hippie. You put it on the maps, not my fault. Ooh. Legal trailer usage offense, $1,000. Oh, okay. I don't care. We get a nice tour of the park. I mean, if you're going to go illegal, like, we may as well do this. This is over length, over width, over height, over weight. This is 44 ton. Ah, yeah. And maybe I'll try to run over Smokey the Bear or something here. Hello. Go big or go home, exactly. Now, I'm wondering, how do you think this works? In terms of fines. Do you think you just get one fine and that's it? Oh well, fined you $1,000, come out the other end. Am I going to get fined continuously? Illegal use of trailer. How about this guy? The freaking tractor going through the park. Ooh, downhill. Serious downhill? Let's use the Jake going through the park. That'll go for a while. I know. Why did the game... I would have thought that they would have had the... I'm just hoping if there's a campground nearby, I just want to use the Jake going through here. If there's... Yeah, you thought they would have just had the gate closed and said, you know, trucks not allowed to the park. But... I guess a bit of realism. Just test to see how ballsy you are. Here's a lookout for something. I wonder what we get to look out at. Somebody sitting there? Hi, buddy. Ooh, we just get to look out at that, but that's pretty cool. What's this say? Does this say something? Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say anything, I don't think. Oh, that'd be all the cars that were behind me. They're still passing. Still a nice view. Let me do this zero thing and go up in the air and see what the hell we were looking at. Where are we? We were over here. We're looking at... Oh, we're just looking at Deep Valley. Oh, and is that a... Oh, I thought it was maybe a fire tower. Okay. I mean, I can get out of the trucks like that, right? You do zero and get out. Here we go. Okay, and let's do this thing too. Because we're late anyways. I have a feeling we're late. We were late as soon as I decided to change the route. Yeah, I know, it's not the same. But... like in Train Simulator. Train Simulator, the new version of Train Simulator, or Train Sim I guess it's called, you can get out. In fact, you have to get out, walk along the track, change a switch, walk back, you know, walk from train to Walk to the next locomotive, get in, drive it. So this is an edge you want to keep away from on the right. Oh, so we drove all the way up for that view. I didn't see any geezers. Doesn't Yosemite have geezers? Or is that Yellowstone? Get over here. Open the hood, check the oil, coolant, check the belts. Yeah. No. This is a Swift truck. We don't do that. That's why we have a cell phone with the dispatch on speed dial. And a combine going through. So you're worried about trucks going through the park and you got combines going through the park? Come on now, give me a break, buddy. So when are we going to get there? We're going to get there in 15, 20 minutes. Oh, look. You're welcome. Thank you for visiting our park. You want to find me again? No, okay. No, that's what I said. Aries, it's a Swift truck. Everybody knows we pick on Swift. I know. Actually, the pre-trip, I think, is a logbook requirement, so... But I think as far as the logbook is concerned, you just have to say, yeah, I did the pre-trip. But if you are a smart trucker and want to have a error-free drive, why would you not check your truck? So when I get when I get the end of this trip, I'm gonna have to quit actually, because I've got my going to 11 and go to bed thing, and get up at Get up at 8, listen to the CBC News for about 15 minutes while I have my coffee and cereal, have my shower, and then start writing or editing at 9. Go to at least 11. Tomorrow I have to go to 12 because I got a story that I have to write. A dam down there? What the hell do we have down there? Just realized there's something down there. Okay, so let's do this. Oops. Let's try to be above the ground. So it isn't. I don't know, it's just stuff, I guess. Do we get there eventually? Well, I guess we do. Yes, we do. Let me look at this map again. Let's see where we are. Excuse me. No, we don't. Huh. Well, I wonder how people get there then. Let's do this again. Let's look down here. Sorry, I'm intrigued. I want to see what the hell... What is this place and where does it go? Ah, well, it goes there. And the cars magically come out of there, and then it goes there, and they go magically along here, and they probably magically disappear into... They do. But still, it's cool. Glad to know that there's trucks down there doing their thing, having a good time. Okay, so here I am with my strange axle configuration. Like I said, not sure why they got so many in the front. In the browser. Yeah, Magic Road. The vehicle browser, I wanted to show you a mod that I'm going to try. This thing. Outlaw Truckers. They've got day cabs, long, great big kick-ass sleeper. I suspect once you have the kick-ass sleeper and you're inside, you look back and I think there's a, yeah, there's a little apartment back there. So I just might take that as a, yeah, because that's the, and you can get a chassis, you can get an 8x4 long. You can crash the game. Okay, let's not do this anymore. Let's go back to playing and not think around, but yes. Weight distribution. Weight distribution is wrong. I think. Speaking as a quality manager, trombonist, grandfather, and writer and gamer, none of those being trucking credentials, which has no effect on whether I'm telling the truth or not. Let me look here again. My concern is...
Okay, here we go.
My concern is I have 3 axles at the back of this trailer, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 axles at the front. So it seems if I was going to be even, I would want to have another another axle at the back, whatever you call those axles that one of those axles that like a flip axle. Yeah, one of those axles that flips. I think I would want a flip axle at the back. A booster, well, not a booster. I mean, a booster would be well, you mean like a stinger? Like one of those little things that sticks out, you know, a few feet from the back of the truck, and then it has a separate 1 or 2 axle dolly on it. Yeah. Yeah, you'd think you'd want that. Or at least a flip axle, so you have one more set of wheels at the back. And then you shim it so it's even and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. We have to deal with combines wandering all over the highway, so that's the least of our problems. Ooh, we're going up a bridge. We're going to see something exciting. James E. Roberts Memorial Bridge. Oh, after James E. Roberts, wherever the hell he is. I would argue that the Jeep doesn't help when turning. Because I have 2 pivot points. If I didn't have the Jeep, I'd have that trailer, you know, whatever that is. And I have that trailer another 8 feet forward. My pivot point for the trailer would be right behind the truck and not behind the Jeep, so maybe not. Maybe not. Doesn't seem to help me, but maybe it does. As it is, I don't think you can buy, oh, going too fast. Well, there'd be that too. No, you just slide the, well, yeah. You could have an extended, fifth wheel, so you slide your fifth wheel forward, farther than that goes. Slide your fifth wheel forward and you have a setback front axle, so you get more weight on the truck. But yeah. And I'm not sure, a 45... See, this is 90,000 pounds. I don't know. I don't know. If you can slide that load forward, if you get one of these, I don't know. My buddy Sergey, who does heavy hauling online, well, my YouTube buddy, whatever that is. His fifth wheel is about like a 5-foot rack on it. So his fifth wheel slides pretty well right up to the back of the cab almost. And his front axle is set back probably 18 inches from this one. So it's the front axle set back. And it's, I think he said, I think it's a 12,000 pound front axle. Now he's also got 3 axles on the truck in the back. He's got 2 drives, and then in front of them there's a self-steering axle that has, I think, single tires, not doubles on it, but takes some of the load. But I don't know. Be nice if you could configure, you know, if someday it'd be nice if they actually had weigh scales that worked. And you could go into the weigh scale and you could check your axles and shift your load. Or get shut down and fined because you should have bought a Stinger. You cheap bastard. Oh. Jesus, there's a lot of these things. But I think that would be a lot of work to implement in the game, and only a small fraction of people would actually want it or know how to do it. So, as is, I think they do a pretty good job of doing this game, doing the almost reality. It's a pretty good simulation. Oh, so we're somewhere, I guess. Let me look where we are on the map. Maybe we're somewhere we care about. Oh, Oakdale. Then we go here, then we go there. Is that the one we wanted? Or did we want that one? I think we did want that one. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, that would suck. Yeah. That would suck. Yes, I seem to be unable to turn because my frame rails are in the way now. Yeah. Do we need gas? No, we're good. Do you want to pull it in front of me? You sure? He had the look of somebody who wanted to. Sort of crazed look in his eyes. What was that? Wasn't sure if I'd hit the right button. I guess I should get back to shifting, but I'm just feeling lazy tonight. So what I have to do is I have to kick the downshift button. This is a Cummins, and this engine revs high, so its range is 14 to 2,000 maybe. Not 1,000 to 1,500. So. We're going over the highway, are we?
Go straight on.
I'll go straight on. Thank you for waking up out of your lethargy there, my dear. I appreciate that. While we turn off our high beams, people are getting pissed off. Oh, what was the cat? The cat was the, oh, where the hell is my little piece of paper now? 34-0 somebody or other? The hell did it went? Yeah. It revs nice and high. But it's, yeah, maybe because it's revving so high. My problem was, I think it's the whistle from the turbo. I just found the whistle annoying. So that's why I switched to the, yeah, 3408AD, thank you. So that's why it's a nice engine, and I like the way he's implemented it. He's, like the Jake is a hydraulic Jake, and the sound is, aside from this whistle, the sound is, I think, more authentic. It's got that funny wee high-speed start, but yeah, I like what he's done with it. And it's a high revving, yeah, so maybe that's why it sucks up the diesel. Uh-oh, so much why 11 o'clock bedtime, eh? Horsey's over there in the field. Cool. Okay, we get ready to turn left here?
Ready to turn left.
We are.
Turn left.
Oh, you're right, I was in a Scania. But I thought I had it in this, too. I thought I had it in this truck, too. You may be right, and maybe that's, maybe the sound is different. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody, eh? Suppose I could have just pushed my way through, but let's not. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I would have been in Brazil. Would have been a Scania if I was in Brazil. Hmm. Do 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 dum dum dum. can zoom like that. There. I guess at some point I just get annoyed. Do that, and apparently he let me in. And it was pointing the right way, but apparently I stuck out enough that he panicked. We're good. See, that's one reason I would never want to be a real truck driver as opposed to a online truck driver. I wouldn't always have the patience. Oh, losing the lane. After a lot of, I don't drive my car much, and so after a lot of this online trips, sometimes it feels funny to get back into the car and drive my little Mazda 3. Not go wide on corners to prevent my trailer, my non-existent trailer, from going up on a curb. I hate that when people are driving a car or even an SUV and they can't turn. They're driving, they can't turn right. They have to turn left and then turn right, and they'll sometimes, they'll go over the dotted line by a foot. You can lean on the horn.
And then exit right.
And their attitude, their look seems to be, what I'm turning. I need to get set up for the turn.
Exit right.
Okay, let's go up the hill slowly, because we don't want to have to stop. Don't want to lose our momentum here.
Get ready to turn right.
No, get ready to turn right if this dump truck get out of the way. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, oops, gotta go wide here. Yes, you're definitely not climbing up to the seat of your car. But it's just the yeah, that's my pet peeve, the people that can't turn without swerving partially into the opposite lane just to get over. So don't I turn right here? Ooh. Perhaps we want to, why didn't you tell me something useful here, like get ready to turn right on this tiny little road? Through some shrubbery, we're good. Oh, this could be a challenge. So, what do you think? Is this the point when you reach out and give your GPS a whack? You turn up here. Well, yes, if you don't know any better, you turn up this road first. Then you reach over and you give your GPS a big whack up in the dash. And it responds with the message, no signal. And you're like, you're waiting for it to say, and you're screwed. Yeah. My again, my long haul heavy haul trucker online friend is often the victim of permits, and his GPS will be telling him to go here, and he argues with it in a good-natured, no, I can't go there, I won't get under the bridge, or no, if I go there they'll arrest me. No, I have to turn here, and I have to go down this little road, and I have to go through this tiny town rather than just go on the freeway. I know, yeah, give me a good old map. Well, this is an interesting adventure here, though, isn't it? No, I'm assuming, I know, makes an ass out of you and me. I'm assuming that we're not going to have any traffic on this road. Because oh, we're good. I'm looking at the back end. Yeah, we stayed out of the, I don't think that's shrubbery. I think it might be rocks. Well, this is a nice adventure on the imagine poor some sucker out here, I don't know, riding his bike or something. And a little farmer coming over the hill in his little Model T jalopy. He's like, ooh, holy shit, man. Oh, just a sec. I have to do something with my map here. My map is scrolled up, and I can't see where people are from. They're people from Brazil, Canada, me, U.S., and Britain. Well, I guess I can guess who everybody is here. Probably Crusher from the U.S., and Brazil would be... Somebody's from Brazil. They've got a little thing on the map there from Brazil. Anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went on this map, on this road before, and I always wondered where it was. Well, now we know where it is. It's right here. Hello. The hell's that? What is that? What's a rest area? Oh yeah, I got a rest out here. Oh, beware of grizzlies. I guess. Don't think I'd want to rest out here, but okay. We're good. I'm glad the, actually, I'm glad so far, the guardrails have been in the outside of the corner. Well, I think we're going to be really late too. Our ETA is Friday afternoon, and they wanted us there, yeah, Thursday night. Oh well, sucks to be me. But took you so long, Gramps. Oh, we are in fun, and we took a whole bunch of detours. We took all these small roads. And we only ran out of gas once, so we did quite well. Exactly. Better late than not at all. So. And we're not really rushing down these curves because it's 55 there. Who's gonna want to do 55 around those corners? Well, not me. Nice assortment of trees here. So, did I mention I'm really looking forward to Washington? Yeah, so that's to be fun on a bike. I've only ridden on a bike once, believe it or not, a motorcycle. And there was the back of my friend's Harley Sportster. The Sportster was a slightly smaller. It was sort of a more of a lady size. Now she was, you know, she wasn't a frail little thing. She was a good size. Big boned, I think, probably. So, but yeah, and she'd been RCMP, so yeah. But she had this little Sportster. So she took me a ride around the neighborhood, and she took me out on the Queensway, and I was like, oh, this is very fast. Sort of a bucket list thing. Yep, okay. I've ridden on a motorcycle. I'm good now. Gee, it's gonna take us a while to get there. So much for my 7 o'clock bedtime, man. Or 11 o'clock, 7 o'clock. No, I do. I wonder if I go across this highway or go under it. Or over it. We'll see. Not much to see on this other than this twisty little road. With, luckily, no traffic. We go under the highway. Okay. Just or sorry. Oh no, we go straight ahead and we go over. Hello, folks. I say, who's that guy? I don't know. Is he lost? No, he's not lost. Just a little turned around. So you used to say, be out in the bush up north, back home. You're not lost, you're just not quite sure where you are. You're just a little turned around, but you would know. No, but I know the lake's over that way, or the... No, the power lines are behind us. So you have sort of a vague idea of where you were in relationship to various geographical features, so... No, the power lines are back there. And the lake's over there, so, yeah. Keep going, we'll get there. You know. Highway should be ahead, so, okay. There we are, going through the dirt. Definitely through the dirt. I wish I could kick up more dirt. So, are you gonna tell me to turn left? No. Where have you been? I wonder if she doesn't like this. I go to Fisher Beach? No, it's a thing. Can we go to Fisher Beach? Could we have gone to Fisher Beach? I'm just wondering. We could have. We could have gone down here to Fisher Beach. It would have been like a little tour. It'd be like, oh, there's the beach. But given on the given, yeah, maybe she's pouting that I wouldn't mean to her. No, I wouldn't mean. Just I may have teased her occasionally, but you know. Oh, maybe I've been ignoring it. Well, she hasn't been saying anything, so I don't even know her name. What's her name? What's the name of the? Oh, it was Sky. Hey, Sky. So, did you like that? Was that fun? Did you have to do lots of recalculating? Did you have to download GPS points from satellites? Yeah. She's not paying attention, is she? But she's such a helpful navigator. I really appreciate the work that she does. I'd be, well, like they say, I'd be lost without my navigator. I don't know how I managed to just fumble through that last section without her. It was pretty scary. Yeah. I'll have to tell my friends at the next truck stop what a good job she's done for me. They'll be jealous they don't have her helping them. I don't know. Mel, could you talk to her? Just, I don't know, woman to woman? And just see, see what the problem is, really. Maybe jealous of Mel. Well, it's just platonic, Mel and I. Mel is a neighbor who had issues with job direction and life and stuff like this, and needed a break, and she'd be going off and on, and her ex finally said, just get out of here to figure out what the hell you want to do. So he's looking after the two kids, and she's gone on a road trip with Gramps, which has lasted several years in a number of continents. She writes back home, talks to the kids, and no, we're platonic. She's also working part-time, doing... Get
ready to turn left.
And there we are. Thank you. Thank you.
Turn left.
I'd be glad to. Thank you for your, yes, precise and timely information. Thanks, Mel, whatever you said. Thank you. Okay, come through here. Love the way people that cut in on you, like when you're trying to turn left, they're like, oh, would you like me to turn right into the side of your truck? No. Oh, my soccer ball looks less pink, but when I stop, I'm gonna have to, unless I got purple cabin lights, but I don't think so. No. In fact, where's my Ravens thing? Is that an ATS thing? Oh, maybe it is. But yeah, I think maybe I'll buy that Peterbilt truck. The one that I showed you that crashed the game. Maybe I'll wait. People are doing mods, and ETS or SCS is also, well, in this case it's the ATS, which is released. No, it's not. This is still beta, actually. So this one is still kind of flaky because it's not working and somebody fixes their truck so it works, and then SCS does another update, and oh look, now here's another problem. So, excuse me, I think I'm gonna wait in ATS until after. Maybe after I get back from Toronto. I go from Toronto to the 18th to the 25th. I like those things there. I first saw them in actually in Canada Dream in come on guys, wait for me. I can cut the front of your truck off, you know, if I want to, just like that. There we go. Oops, 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 don't hit a post. Shit, here I am being a smartass, trying to hit his truck. And I cut off his bumper and I hit a possibly immovable post. Oh well. Yeah, we don't even know. Maybe I'll do some live stream from Toronto. I never tried that on Twitch. What would I do? I could do, I don't know. It would be as exciting, eh? And I think you need a good connection. I don't know. If you do a live stream on Twitch, do you have to have a Wi-Fi connection, or what, can you also run it from your cell connection? Because, I don't know, you know, I could go on the subway. Oh no, the subway's underground, doesn't work. I could go on the, oh, but maybe the subway has a Wi-Fi service now. I could, you know, I could go on a... I could go live. Wow, this is interesting. Well, that's cool. Oh, I think I want to be in the left-hand lane, but that's okay. We just go like this. Yeah. It's like so sue me. There we go. I could do, I could live stream my train trip to Toronto. I'm not sure whether, I tried before, but I was facing backwards. So it was hard to get a good focus because you're going away, but if I'm, this trip I'm going forward, so. Oops, did I hit somebody?
Keep left, and then turn left.
Okay, I'm left. And keeping left.
Turn left.
Here? Oh, there's nobody to cut off. That sucks. I wonder if we'll make anything on this, because we'll have a bit of damage and we'll have a lot of late.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether my cell, I mean, it's Bell, well, we have a pretty good speeds. We have good speeds, but I'm just not sure whether maybe Twitch just says if it's not Wi-Fi, I'm not going to do it. I think no. I think I did free. I think I did stream some of it, but I'll try that. Or something downtown. I'll try stuff downtown. We'll try to do stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we still made some money, and we still made a shitload of points. Oh, we don't care, but we made a shitload of points. Here we are in Santa Clara. Let's move ahead a bit. Take the brake off. Now I think I want that gigantic Peterbilt truck with the huge cab behind it. Just because it's dopey. Not dope, dopey, but it's okay. Job market from here. What do you mean, not you two? Not me too wants to do the big Peterbilt? It's the Outlaw mod or something? And a Cruz cargo weight. Oh, Reed has that? No. I'm not really much into big trucks, you know. I still want the reality, I guess. I like this one. What I want to do is the Mac, the B62/B61, that I think is actually stolen from some Russian site, and is not compatible with. It's not compatible with 1.35. Really, because it keeps crashing the game. I'm hoping once 1.35 is released and is stable, that'll be okay. So yeah, 20 tons to back to there. I don't know. I kind of like these big kick-ass jobs, so that would be like Oakdale. Well, that's your idea of heavyweights. Oakland. Oh, 40 tons. We could do that. Oakland to Page. Yeah. I don't know. Getting kind of bored on this little bit of map. What do you think? Oh, what's your favorite truck? Freightliner? FLB? Excuse me. Oh, Viper's tri-drive. Yeah. Well, this Peterbilt thing by Outlaw is a tri-drive, and it's got bells and whistles all over it. So you can do oh no, a tri-drive. Yes, tri-drive. You mean when you say tri-drive, you mean tri-drive. This is 2 and a lift. 8x4, 8x4, 8x4. You're right. These are all 8x4, 8x4. These all have a lift. 10x4. Well, those 2 lifts. That's kind of lame. I don't like that. 8x4 with a steer. And a 10x4. I don't even like the 10x4 because there's 2 lifts. There's still just a dual drive. Yeah, there's two drives and 2 lifts. Yeah. Like, that's lame. I don't think anybody would buy a truck like that. But who knows? Lame. Anyways, thank you for viewing, folks. I really have to get to bed before. Oh, it's 2 minutes to 12. Okay. Thank you for viewing. If you're a follower, thank you for following. I'll be back on tomorrow, maybe from 8 to 11. And I'll be either in Brazil or maybe I'll ask people to vote. Brazil or Pro Mods. I think I want to do Pro Mods because I haven't done it for a while. So good night, folks. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. It's supposed to be 31C here on Sunday. We're going to be out in the patios bitching about how freaking hot it is. So, ta-ta.